On May 2nd, the Cyprus-US Chamber of Commerce presented at the Eisner Amber LLP headquarters in Manhattan another successful event for year 2018 entitled Cyprus Realized, a Platform for Ingenuity. The event, which was presented in collaboration with Kinisis Ventures Limited, a business acceleration company based in Cyprus with offices in the US, featured 6 companies from Cyprus, each powered by technology, innovation, and proven business models, highly interested in U.S. alternative growth opportunities, including business partnerships, investments, and acquisitions. This year's selected companies included Coprime, NIPD Genetics, NanoWealth, Stage Door App, FabricQ, and Proto.io, whose representatives made their pitch to the potential investors in attendance. The well-attended event was greeted by Nicholas Nicolaou, president of the Chamber, and Aristos Constantine, the Cyprus Trade Commissioner in New York. Prior to the presentations, the program featured Mr. Paris Thomas, co-founder and director of Chrysalis Leap, a successful clean tech accelerator based in Cyprus with incredible connections into the European clean tech ecosystem. Mr. Thomas shared his company's vision and activities in establishing Cyprus as a Mediterranean regional hub for clean tech innovation. Mr. Thomas, you represent Chrysalis Leap. You want to tell us a little bit about your company?
Chrysalis Leap is a clean tech accelerator based in Cyprus. So we help a lot of startups become a real opportunity for investors in the clean tech area.
Mm-hmm. And how would you rate today's event?
It's a fantastic event organized by Kinisis Ventures and the Cyprus Chamber of Commerce here, which allows us a tremendous opportunity to network with different investors and also bring great ideas from Cyprus to potentially investable opportunities that can grow significantly with the US market.
And tell us a little bit more about your company, when it was founded, and how is it doing? I know it's a startup, right?
Chrysalis Leap is an accelerator that supports startups. So we work with a bunch of different startups, not only from Cyprus, but from different areas in the region. And we were here to talk about how we have a vision of making Cyprus a clean tech hub for the region. So for the South Africa, Middle East, and Europe region, where Cyprus can become a real influential place for people to grow their clean tech ideas.
And when was the company established?
We established in 2012, and we've been growing ever since and creating more opportunities and networks for our Cypriot entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm. And has it been successful for you? And as far as clean energy in Cyprus, how is it perceived over there?
So clean energy, not just in Cyprus, but just everywhere in the world, is a very important point of interest right now. We've been able to make significant achievements and have some great ideas come out of Cyprus and be commercialized in different places, including Europe. And so it's definitely a sort of an area where I think all eyes are on clean tech.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Drushodis, welcome to AKTINA TV. So you're an advisor at Kinisis Ventures. You want to tell us a little bit about what Kinisis Ventures is all about?
Sure. You know, we about a few years ago, we got together a lot of people from from the US that have a lot of experience in banking and marketing. We have some lawyers, some industry expertise, and we got all together and said, look, how can we help Cyprus actually? Cyprus has have a treasure of knowledge and stuff, and bring that into the US. The US is a huge market. Nobody thought about the US. I was thinking about Europe, London, and a few places around the Cyprus, but the market here in the US is humongous, a different market, a lot of opportunities, a lot of investments. You can get a lot of capital. You can access capital very easily. So for us, we're the incubator of bringing new ideas from the Cyprus and developing. Cypriots are very smart. They have great ideas, but taking an idea and making a company, it's the biggest challenge. So this is an event to bring some investors and bring the ideas of these young geniuses about their product to take it to the next level. So Kinisis is making the Guinnesses, if you will, of the movement of moving that to the next level. I think if you talk to most of the companies here we're representing, They all have a great product for Cyprus, great ideas. So now we have to move to the next level, which is the big marketing here in the US. And so we appreciate all the investors here listening to the story, and hopefully there's something clicks in their heads and say, oh, I love this story, let's take it to the next level. And this is what we are here to do it.
Working with companies from Cyprus, were you able to find investors for other companies in the past?
Yeah, we have actually a network. For example, my position, I worked for a bank for 30 years in the banking business. I built a vast network, and I work with private equity investors. Basically, as a banker, I've been financing a lot of the transactions they do. So for me, I'm reaching to my old friends, the customers, my customers for the bank, and they say, okay, this is another company that I'm bringing. Instead of a U.S. company, I'm bringing to the U.S. So we have a lot of traction. A lot of the companies we're going to listen today, we already send the thesis of the investments to the network. So it's a lot of interest. We have done business in the past. To be honest, the U.S. American companies don't know much about Cyprus. To be honest, they think it's more negative because of all the stuff going on and the crisis we had. So for us, Kinisis is one other thing is to re-educate them that Cyprus is a real place. It's better than Cayman Islands, which is the place that the U.S., because it's almost like has the Cayman Islands feeling of it because of the taxation and the beneficial thing to be in Cyprus. So it's all about bringing the investor to be a little more comfortable doing stuff in Cyprus. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Drouchotis.
Okay,
Mr. Constantine, welcome to AKTINA TV once again and to this successful event organized by the Cyprus-US Chamber of Commerce. What is your involvement in today's event?
Well, Elena, as you know, the Cyprus Trade Center cooperates extensively with the Cyprus-US Chamber, as well as all the other associations that are here present in the United States that coordinate and promote the interests of the Republic of Cyprus. This particular event, as you know, has brought over, in cooperation with other organizations from Cyprus and with the assistance of Eisner Ampner, as well as that of the Trade Center, has brought over several Cypriot companies pitching for venture investment, which is an outstanding initiative. Moreover, what I think was important to stress, which I did briefly in my opening remarks, is that the companies here today, the overall caliber, their sophistication, and the diversity of the industries that they're active in are reflective of the quality of Cyprus as a whole, especially of our human capital. And moreover, we stress to the US investors that beyond their individual merit as companies, by virtue of the fact that they are Cypriot companies, they bring with them the added advantages, the competitive advantages that Cyprus offers.
Can you share a few advantages?
Absolutely. I mean, especially in the tech industry, our IP regime is one of the best in Europe, if not in the world. Our network of double tax treaties, our EU and Eurozone membership, as well as the fact that we're a common law and a Commonwealth jurisdiction, provides unparalleled access to the world markets. Low tax regime, the list is long, right. But you get the point.
Yes. Okay. What else would you like to share with us as far as the merits of Cyprus for someone who wants to invest in a startup company?
From a US perspective, you mean?
Yes.
Well, look, when any investor is looking at a company, they're first and foremost looking at the merits of the company. And in that respect, the companies here are obviously very competitive, and there's been, I think, a lot of interest, and there will be additional interest. But as I said, the fact that the Cypriot companies, by nature of the virtues that Cyprus as a jurisdiction offers, they have this added value, which I think matters.
Anything else you would like to share with us?
No, I congratulate all the participants, the organizers, our small role here, and the companies themselves, and best of luck to everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Professor Patsalidis, I think you made the most interesting and intriguing presentation today, and you've received a lot of questions. So, briefly about your unique company.
We presented today NIPD Genetics. It's a biotechnology company that design, produce, and sell innovative diagnostic tests in the area of cell-free DNA. The company was established in 2010 as a spin-off of the Cyprus Institute of Neurology and Genetics. It has its own proprietary technology, which is supported by a very strong intellectual property portfolio. We put together a great team in Cyprus. It's about 50 people. Most of them, they have a PhD and they are educated here in the United States. And we not only produce technology, but also sell these innovative products all over the world in 22 countries at the moment. And we're here basically to promote NIPT genetics and its product in the United States, so we can enter this market and also the rest of the world.
Now, what is very impressive about what you do, you talked about the non-invasive testing, you talked about trying to compete here in the United States, which is a leading company in the non-invasive technology, and you had a very also interesting question as far as the strategic partner that you're looking for. Apart from money, you're looking for a strategic partner. What exactly do you expect from that strategic partner?
Well, we would like basically to introduce our technology and our services in the United States. Therefore, companies in the United States that they have a network of sales with hospitals, laboratories, and centers that they provide biomedical testing. These companies basically need our technology and our product so they can offer them to the American people. Our company has a lot of has the technology with lots of competitive advantages over competitors, a great technology. But in order to get into the American market, of course, you need the local network. Therefore, a strategic partnership in this field is very important. And I hope this visit and many other visits that we have recently in the States will enable us to move in this fast-growing market.
Well, I wish you the very, very best, and I was very much impressed with your presentation, and you're doing great work.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, Mr. Georgiadis, welcome to New York. You're the co-founder of Kinisis, who is co-organizing today's event. Your impressions?
Well, I'm so excited to be here in New York, first of all. And secondly, I like very much to see all these Cyprus companies that have been selected by Kinisis Ventures, that they're having an excellent performance, and to see how impressed that the audience is. Also, is an excellent participation. I'm very impressed, very happy.
So what can you tell me about Kinisis Ventures? We spoke to one of your representatives here in New York, Mr. Drushodis, but what would you like to share with our American audience?
Okay, Kinisis Ventures has been established. It was an initiative by a lot of Cypriots that they live in the States over 35 years. They're all very high caliber individuals, very successful businessmen, that they decided to help also the entrepreneurs in Cyprus, to give them know-hows and make them grow and scale up in the U.S.
I see. What else would you like to share with us as far as investments are concerned? I know Cyprus is a small country. Many here don't even know where Cyprus is, so it has a lot of challenges, right?
Yeah, and actually you can see that a lot of people, although there are a lot of talented people there, they don't know, they're not aware of it in the U.S. Today I had the opportunity to speak with some people that are investors here, and they were really impressed. They were really impressed that in Cyprus there exist such talented people and in innovation, in technology. So it's very encouraging, and very encouraging to see that there is a positive reaction towards the Cypriot companies that are here. And there are much more also that they can really establish themselves and scale up in the U.S. They have their way. And Kinisis Ventures is here to help these kind of people, entrepreneurs, to adapt themselves and become much better, and then be ready to scale up here.
Well, you know, one good thing about the Cypriots is that they love education, and they're very, very well educated and very innovative. But I thank you for coming, and I thank you for talking to us.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mr. Vanaghi, you're a New Yorker, but you're involved with Kinisis Ventures. What's your role?
I was, I guess, one of the first ones that came up with the idea, the concept of giving back, using expats, using Cypriots that actually went through the process of building companies and selling companies and making companies successful in the United States. It was our time to give back. And we know, and we always knew there's talent in Cyprus, and just needed a chance, needed the network to expose themselves. And that was the origination of the idea.
Well, tell me a little bit more about your company here in the United States and how successful you have been over the years.
Well, it's a new concept. It's a new company. I'm an entrepreneur by heart. I've built companies and helped, and this is a new concept. We've only been doing this for a few months, but it feels like years. I think we've been able to make a name for ourselves in Cyprus also, but it's more about the network that we built in the United States. The last 35 plus years of most of us are here in the States. And then we have our partner in Cyprus, my long friend and also now business partner, Yannos, which I think you spoke to also. So he's our conduit in Cyprus, and we've got our team of expat Cypriots in the United States with the expertise in helping new companies be successful, from the financial side to the taxation and accounting side to the marketing, the technology. So we've got all the resources that are required to be successful and help.
Finally, what else would you like to share with us?
I think we all need to recognize and help each other and help our young entrepreneurs in Cyprus be successful. And if we have the resources, the expertise, the knowledge, we should share. We should open the doors and help some of these guys because they're really good companies, really smart kids.
Yes, I think they've proven that once again today.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you.
My name is Marios Zeroudis, and I work at the Cyprus Investment Promotion Agency, which is the national body responsible for promoting Cyprus as an investment destination.
I see.
We are a national body. We belong to the Ministry of Energy, Commerce, Industry and Tourism, and we operate under a threefold mandate. The first mandate is that we promote Cyprus as an investment destination. The second one is we facilitate with investors that they come into the country and they want to establish their own business, or they already have their business in Cyprus and they need help to overpass some troubles that
hurdles.
They experience. Yeah, exactly. And the third mandate is that we reform in order to improve the regulatory framework in Cyprus.
Mm-hmm. And as I discussed with other guests today, it's a very competitive market here in the United States, and you need to do a lot of work, right?
Yeah, that's right. The American market, it's a huge market, and we as InvestCyprus, we have in our strategy for the next 3 years to promote innovation and startups. And we came as supporters to this initiative of Kinisis Ventures because we want to place Cyprus as a location for startups and as a location with startups that can be promoted into the US market and be promoted within the US market to help them grow.
Mm-hmm. Well, all the best to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much as well.
Incorporated in 1997, the Cyprus-US Chamber of Commerce is a non-profit membership organization dedicated to promoting trade and investment flows between Cyprus and the United States and to foster business opportunities and closer ties among its own members and the greater business community in the United States. Mr. Nicolaou, congratulations. Very interesting presentations today, and I truly hope that our compatriots will find some investors. What's your take on today's event?
I think that the event today met and exceeded our expectations. We have great attendance, and more importantly, is most of the people that are here are investors, so they're not just attendees to come and have fun. We have set up various meetings with these companies in addition to this big event today. So they're meeting with individual investors throughout the day today and tomorrow and Friday. And then hopefully something good will come out of it.
Mm-hmm. And as far as the selection of these companies, you want to tell us how long it took you to do your research and then bring them over?
I think we started the process about 3 months ago, and we advertised in Cyprus through our network. We received about 40 applications, and we selected these 5 companies because we felt they were the most ready to come to the US, where they would have a higher probability of attracting the interest of US investors. Their products are very scalable to the US market, and that's what was important for us.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Thank you always for covering our events, Elena. You serve a very important service in the community, and thank you for always being there for us. We're hoping to make this event an annual event, so we'll see you next year.
Thank you. Good luck.